Distraction, distraction, distraction. First, before we start, I want to tell you what that means, but I want to make sure you're all subscribed to our Lynn's Warriors channel. We are fast approaching that 10,000 subscriber mark, and that is what puts us in that new superhighway on YouTube. So please honor me by making sure you are subscribed, since people are reporting they are being unsubscribed and nobody knows why. It's not on this end. So check that out. Also, make sure you like these videos, share these videos, weigh in on these videos, whatever it takes, because we want at the Warriors to get information out to you you may not be hearing elsewhere. And we also want to give you some food for thought, things that are not being discussed, some critical analysis, dissect, slice, mix it up, as I like to say. So I just finished filming a segment for a TV show, a crime show, and I want to make something very clear. There is a lot in the media and online. So media today, right, will be online, will be streaming, will be the traditional TV set, wherever you're seeing it on your phone. So we'll just say media, right? I want everybody to understand that. Talking about Kanye West, talking about Dirty Diddy, Sean Combs, and talking about what is going on between them. They apparently have some sort of collaboration, we're being told, to sell shirts that Kanye is, and I'm not calling him Ye or Yee or whatever cutesy name he's going by. His name is Kanye West. That during the Super Bowl, he apparently spent $8 million and filmed his own commercial from a dentist chair. Certainly looked like a straitjacket to me, if I might say so. Directing people to a website with t-shirts that said Sean John. That was the name of the at one time, very big and successful clothing company of Puff Daddy, Love, P. Diddy. I call him Dirty Diddy. Now, Dirty Diddy is not denying this, not anything, but selling these shirts. And also directing to another site selling the Cassie Ventura. Remember that whole thing? That was the video that kind of opened up what a lot of us here in New York were hearing for years about Dirty Diddy. But this video, remember, you need proof. You can't just say things. As much as we might know things or hear things on the street, unless you have actual hard proof, none of these things will stick in the court of law. And that's why I'm telling you about this case today. So just listen up and listen good and follow up on what I'm telling you. So we've got the Super Bowl involved now. We've got Kanye, who obviously is, I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, bipolar, or just likes to create chaos, perhaps. Perhaps in his mind, anytime anybody's talking about me, showing video, anything, that's good, right? Maybe that's his goal. And then you've got this Dirty Diddy sitting in the Metropolitan Detention Center, excuse me. Probably sitting there all day. I don't know what else he would be doing. Conjuring up schemes to just keep his name out there in the media. And apparently now these two had a beef going on for quite a long time before all of this. And now all of a sudden, apparently, they're best friends. They are doing a collaboration and making money. I don't believe any of it. It was very hard for me to just sit through this show and hear what I was hearing, because being a victim's advocate, knowing what I know about sex trafficking, exploitation, the mindset of a victim, a survivor. Again, this case is so important because we have to make it stick. And I think all of this distractions about selling t-shirts, selling hoodies, the same hoodie that was on Cassie Ventura. Remember that video where she ran out barefoot down a hotel hallway to an elevator, and he ran out, Dirty Diddy, after her in a towel, and dragged her and kicked her and abused her, right? We saw that. Anybody who runs away in their bare feet, they want to be quiet. They want to just get out of there, leave, right? So that was the video evidence that opened up kind of, although we heard things for decades about Dirty Diddy, this was video evidence somehow got into the hands of authorities and opened up the floodgates. Now we have Kanye. First, we had last week all about the Grammy Awards, those forgotten I don't know what, because those award show, you know I know, don't hold any weight anymore. But apparently, it's all of this is just PR, public relations. Keep the names out there. Just keep going. The public does not care about this. But I'm here to say the importance of all of this is while everybody in the media discusses the Grammy Awards and Kanye and his wife parading around naked and Dirty Diddy and his frivolous law, he's suing everybody. It is a complete, as I maintain, distraction from the real issues here of supporting survivors, engaging them, empowering them to come forward, to maintain their stories. Why would they come forward when they see all of this attention being put on Dirty Diddy and Kanye and Bianca Censori, who she claims she's the wife. Maybe she's just there. I don't really know. They say wife. But we don't really care about that. But, I'd like to hear Kim Kardashian, who apparently was, they tell us also, you see, I'm a little skeptical because unless I read something myself, I write something myself, I see actual proof working in this exploitation field, I tend to not believe things. But Kim Kardashian was with him. They had that wedding. They have a couple of kids, apparently. We've seen, why is she, as this woman with multiple millions of followers, not speaking up in support of women, of girls, using that platform for good? She's got children. All of this is nothing more than media distraction. Media distraction. Lawsuits from Dirty Diddy saying, my name was defamed with NBC Universal. I don't think you can get any worse than sitting in the Metropolitan Detention Center and all of these multiple lawsuits, accusations, and people coming out of the woodwork for disgusting kinds of things. Again, distraction from the real issue we need to be looking at. And that is always, this is why this case in particular is so important. We have to show victims of abuse, of exploitation, that people will be held responsible. There has been too much made over. And let me point out, these cases in the media are always because the people have money and power and celebrity. Every day we at the Warriors see and face cases of just somebody from the Bronx, from Brooklyn, from Manhattan, across the United States. They have no backing. They have no support. They don't have a lawyer, maybe a public defender. They don't follow through for the most part. They give up because they can't fight all this evil, or they are dismissed because our justice system is not equipped to understand what really goes on with all of this exploitation. And we should be looking at, the other side of it, who's doing the exploitation, and stick to that. And they're very skeptical, I'll use that word again, women, girls I talk to, that anything with Dirty Diddy will stick because of his celebrity. But I have to ask you, we must always look at the facts. We must always have video evidence that is actually, they go in there forensically and make sure, because with the advent, I can't even say the advent anymore, with AI, artificial intelligence, you can create all kinds of very realistic images, text messages. So we have to have all of the forensic analysis and verification going on. But let us honor victims and focus on victims everywhere. The fact that we have the Cassie Ventura video of Dirty Diddy assaulting her, I'm going to leave it at that. We've all seen the video. And today, on this segment I was doing, it was, about a jury pool. It's a new world. Everybody has seen that video. Everybody's hearing things. And I think that is really, and I said this on the show today, this is all just a distraction. So you can taint a jury pool. So you can infiltrate. So you can just think of that video all the time. The kicking, the abuse, the pulling. That's all you have to think about, is a woman seemingly running down a hallway for her life with no shoes on, right? And then being dragged back, just motionless on the floor after being kicked down. This is unacceptable. This is 2025. We are all going to hold all of the Dirty Diddies and their cohorts, like a Kanye West, who I don't know why his platforms, I heard, I have to do some research, he was kicked off of X, now he's back on X because he's using the N-word, and you look up which N-word I mean. And why is he allowed back on? What's the platform? Selling his t-shirts. Why are they sponsoring this with not only Sean John, other symbolism on their t-shirts? Like, who's sponsoring this? I ask because sometimes I put a story out, I just repost it from a very verified news, a website, and I'm told I violated community standards and things like that. I have to skirt around algorithms online. Can't say certain words. Not allowed. Yet these people are allowed to continue their predation, so that empowers them. And they think they're doing nothing wrong. It's time for accountability, transparency. We all owe it to the victims of any type of exploitation, abuse. It's going to end. And money and power mean nothing. It's just not allowed. And the courts are going to have to catch up. We have a lot of work to do, and we will. Because our hashtag at The Warriors is community creates change. 2025, we are out there ready and already creating tremendous change. The floodgates have opened. Join us, lynswarriors.org. You can always write to me, Lynn at lynswarriors.org. Be a part of solutions and understand anything you read about Dirty Diddy and Kanye, self-serving to keep their names in your, eyes, in your orbit. But when you see those names, see any videos, read anything, I want you to immediately think of all of the victims, not only of theirs, but all of the victims around our country of abuse, exploitation, including the escalating predation against our precious children. Please honor our hashtag community creates change. Share this video. And when you wake up each and every day, think like this: I'm going to go out and be a warrior.